What's up, Minties? Guess what? It's springtime and my kids are on spring break. And what do you do in spring? Spring cleaning. So I was cleaning out my closet and I happened to run into a bunch of this memorabilia that I had from my past. And I do get a lot of questions all the time about if I used to model, or people just think, wow, you look so familiar. I'm not sure where I've seen you before. So I decided to make a video today on my past. I have my old portfolio here. This is from my modeling days. And I'm gonna be showing you some of the pictures from my portfolio. And you know, if you're wondering what I did for my modeling, I actually did quite a bit of music videos, but I didn't just do music videos. I did a lot of print work and magazines, some commercials. I even had very small speaking roles in some movies. It was something that I did while I was in college, and it paid my way through college. And I also continued a little bit after I was able to travel. I went to Paris, I did runway. There's so many different aspects to modeling other than what people have seen on TV. I think a lot of people just think of me as a video model, but I did a lot more than that. When I was 8 years old, I was discovered by John Casablanca. And even though I did model for them, I didn't really book anything. Why? Because at that time, there wasn't really a space for brown girls. So, you know, unfortunately, I didn't really book anything or do much modeling when I was younger. But when I was 18, I was discovered by Ethnicity Models, owned by Lashana Stanley. And she called me to go on a trip so that she could possibly get her modeling agency funded, and nothing really came out of that. But when I got back, she called me to go to a casting, and I went to this casting for a music video. And you know, I didn't really think much of it. I thought, okay, I'll come and try it out. And I ended up booking the job, and the video was for Nas. And you know, it was very fun. I had a blast doing the music video. It was very professional. It's not what people think when it comes to music videos. You just do the job and you go home. And it didn't really hit me until when I finally started seeing the video on TV. And then all these people kept calling me like, I just saw you on TV. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. At that time, I was known as Who's the Girl with the Curly Hair. And there wasn't really many girls that looked like me, so I think that's what catapulted my career to where it was. And that's why I was booking so much, because I just looked different from what everybody else looked like at that time. It was very black, white, or Spanish, and there wasn't really, you know, any Caribbean girls that were on the scene. And so being one of the first Caribbean girls on the scene helped my career greatly. So I'm gonna show you my portfolio. Mind you, this is pretty old, but my portfolio was pretty much what I would carry around when I would go to castings. And so I found this thing and I was like, oh man, I gotta show you guys how this thing looks. But yeah, I have some old pictures in here. And this is what I would bring to my castings, just so that they could see that I was photogenic. And you know, just various photos. And these are some of the magazine clippings that I have. I believe this one was in Black Men's Magazine, because I didn't just do music videos. I actually also did a lot of print work, and as you can see, I was on the cover of this magazine, and these were some of the photos that were on the inside of the magazine. And you know, as my music video career took off, there were a lot of interviews that I did in various magazines. And I also did runway. I did print work. I was Echo Red's size 5 model, so they used to make the clothes off of me. And I also did an ad for Sea-Doo, and that was in another magazine. Some black and whites, just different looks. I also did a few covers. I'm sure you can recognize some of these models. That's Tasha, and that's Pasha, and that's me in the middle. And this was in Black Men's Magazine. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with Reggae Gold. Reggae Gold was pretty popular. I happened to be on one of the popular CDs that had a lot of Sean Paul songs. So if you're ever playing some music and you happen to see this cover, now you know who it is. And yeah, these are some of the songs that were on there. And yeah, this one blew up pretty big. And so yeah, I have some of my old magazines. You could see, like, I didn't take very good care of them. But these are some of the magazines that I was on. This was, yes, Black Men's, and there's, you know, tons of photos in there. If you're familiar with Complex Magazine, I had an article in there. And this was King Magazine, where we had the jet commercial. And yeah, I mean, there was so much more to the career other than the music videos, but I'm gonna show you a little clip of some of the videos that I've done. Just some. Yeah.
Feeling kind of big right now. Got them ready to get up a couple of wigs, doing tricks with a. Should have seen what Shorty did right now. Got me.
So those were just a few of the videos I've done. I think I've actually done probably about 20 music videos, and I've even done videos in Europe for European artists. And you know, again, I had some of the best years of my young life doing some of these music videos because it allowed me to travel the world and be able to discover new things and broaden my horizons. So one thing I will say about modeling is that it has its good and its bad. Of course, you have to have rhino skin if you're going to be in the modeling industry. There's a lot of rejection, a lot of people talking about you, a lot of people thought they knew me. I've even seen people say that I had a baby with Mario. I've had people come up to me and say, I used to talk to you on the internet. Why are you acting like you don't know me? And so I've had a lot of people impersonate me. And so along with being a public person comes a lot of baggage. But you know, now I'm more of a quiet person and I enjoy just being at home with my kids and sharing my artwork and my love for sewing clothes. So even though that chapter is closed, I'm definitely loving to be able to share my new ventures with you guys. And so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel.